welcome to On the Record here in the Solano College Sports Network studio on the Solano College Sports Network. I'm Robert Murray. Joining alongside me on this podcast today, Holden Beers, Mason Flores, Dennis Riley. We're going to talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs, the NBA draft lottery that just got approved apparently. It's going to be a bunch of shenanigans on this episode of On the Record. Mason Flores, you got some hot takes you like to start? Not really hot takes, but things you want to just get off your chest.
I was correct, and I will continue to be correct. Listen, Joel Embiid, top 10 favorite players of mine of all time. I like the Sixers. I picked them to go to the finals this year. Came back down 3-1 against the Celtics. I couldn't be happier. Except for LeBron Raymond James. Every single person in the world, except for me, picked against this man at 41. He was picked to get swept, gentlemen swept by the Houston Rockets without Luka, without Austin Reeves, his two best players on the team. He was the third option the whole year. He was asked at 41 to be the man to lead the team. That's the GOAT. He had Luke Kennard as his second option. Luke Kennard.
31 minutes, 1 point.
Kennard played really well in those first couple of games.
LeBron Raymond James is the all-time leading scorer, and his first option isn't even to score. He's a pass-first player, and they criticize him for that. What? He's the greatest scorer ever. What are we talking about? 4 rings. 3 teams, bro. That ain't never happened ever with 3 finals MVPs for each team. That ain't never happened. Your GOAT's not doing that. It's LeBron. LeBron over everybody, bro. Kevin Durant, you suck.
Bro,
Bro, you're a fake demon, bro.
All right,
you suck,
all
bro.
right. We're going to bring you back. We're going to bring you back.
Because he didn't. He
That
ducked
man
the
is
fade.
not legendary.
He's not legendary,
We're gonna
bro.
mention that
He's
audio.
not legendary ever, bro. I don't want to hear, bro. I don't want to hear nothing, bro.
Good
Nothing.
catch, good catch.
Nothing, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about Kevin Durant, Curry, Jordan, Kareem. Who else you want to put in the top 5? I don't hear nothing.
So your GOAT debate's settled.
It's LeBron. It's
I
been
think it's
settled.
settled.
It's
It's
been
settled.
settled.
Yeah.
He by himself.
Yeah.
There we go.
Who is he playing against the second round?
all right.
He's 41.
Absolutely.
Oh my
I think
goodness.
if you don't
Okay.
say LeBron's the GOAT,
You're an idiot. You're an
hating.
idiot, bro.
You're hating.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Holden, you got anything you want to talk about?
I mean, I think the Rockets just tumbled in that series.
In that
And
series, yeah.
LeBron, with all
Well,
the
Kate-
experience he has, he was able to take advantage.
I
leading
think
that team.
Rockets fans, if they see this, they're going to be like, Kevin
I'd be
Durant
so
didn't play.
sick.
He only played 1 game, right? That was game
Yeah.
2.
Man, no Luka. Oh my gosh.
That-
Kevin
but-
Durant, you ducking the fade. I can't believe you, bro.
But we
I ain't gonna do that to Russ, bro.
But we should talk about Dennis Riley's favorite team over here in the Philadelphia 76ers and that 3-1 comeback.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like Mason was saying, like even me, like I wasn't really like too much into it. Like I mean, of course I want them to do good, but then like when you go down 3-1, Embiid hasn't really been playing. Like the first game he came back, we got blown out by like 30. Like it's like, oh okay, he's not gonna do much. I mean, you always gotta have a little hope. I mean, VJ Edgecombe coming in, being just an insanely great player so far. Just an entire team effort. Yes, it sucked that Tatum didn't play the game 7, so it could be a what if he played if they would have won. But no, it was good. I was nervous the whole time watching that game. Yeah, it was just really good. This first game against the Knicks was not good. I turned it off by halftime.
Yeah, me too.
I started watching the Wolves game, but
Me too.
but
That game don't count. It don't even
yeah, it
matter.
don't count. Just like the
even
first
matter.
game against the
Yeah,
Celtics, it
game
was like
one
a
don't
30-point
matter.
loss. It don't even matter. But
Just
nah,
played 2 days ago.
I'm hoping we can get past these Knicks, and I think we really have a chance this year. So.
Yeah. I think the Knicks are going to be the biggest test for them.
This is Eastern Conference Finals to me.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause
You
I
think winner of this series moves
Goes
on to
on,
the
yeah.
finals?
Yeah. I don't think the Pistons.
I don't think the
or-
Pistons or the Cavs
Yeah.
have an answer for Brunson, Cat, or Embiid.
Yeah.
So
Or Maxey. Even.
I mean,
Maxey's
Max-
been
Maxey's
balling.
been-
Just
balling.
going back to
Yeah.
that first round series though between the Hawks and the Knicks.
it was close the whole time until
Nikhil Alexander-Walker had those Atlanta fans hoping that
and CJ
something was-
McCollum. Shout out to CJ.
That last
I mean, they
game
had
was
game
serious.
winners, back to back.
Yeah, McCollum played really well, but that last game of the series.
But
was,
then after they won those games by 2 points, then New York just blew them out. It was
Yeah.
just-
Wait,
Well,
it was
I
like
think
in
they ran
the
the
wins
offense.
for New York. It was like double
Blowouts,
digits
yeah.
blowouts, and then the wins that the Hawks had were like neck and neck games.
Yeah.
So I think it just shows that the Knicks were the better team.
Well, I think the Knicks started running through the offense or their offense through Cat more, and
Yeah.
that worked really well when you get
And
one
OG,
of the
man.
Yeah, OG
top
played
scoring
really well.
bigs going. Yeah.
Shout out to OG. Shout out to Ann Hathaway, too.
Yep. I mean, the series we haven't touched on yet: Raptors, Cavs.
Yeah.
Electric. Great.
Yeah.
That
great
was a
series.
good
Scotty's
series,
a
too.
playoff
Scotty?
riser.
Oh,
For
Scotty,
sure.
this year, Scotty Barnes has. He's a tier. He's gotten a tier above.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think he gives me shades of like Giannis, but a little smaller. Like the
You
playmaking
just
is
see
better
all-
than Giannis.
All
though.
the tweets on Twitter or X, whatever you call it, and you
Yeah, I
just
just
see.
love Scotty's game.
I see shades of him, and people with their vague tweets.
Yeah, it's. I mean that spin move into dunking on Jared Allen.
That was.
I
Yeah,
thought it was
that
just gonna be a
insane
layup.
dunk.
He just the wingspan is crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. The defense, that's really what stood out in that series.
How
was
good he was.
How good the Raptors defense was. R.J. Barrett, that crazy shot. We gotta check the rims in Toronto.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is the
Yeah.
second time
Cleveland,
it's
but
happened.
Cleveland pulled it off in 7.
Cleveland.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just an experience.
Yeah,
that
and being at
Cleveland's
home, that's
got.
tough.
Yeah.
And no Brandon Ingram, Warren Manuel
Yeah.
quickly.
You know,
Really, the loss of Quickly was the big part. Of
I
it.
did make a tweet at the very beginning of the year before the first NBA game started. Wolves over Cavs in 6.
Hmm.
That was my prediction at the beginning of the year.
Still alive.
I don't see the Cavs making it just because Harden.
I don't see the Wolves either, but the thing is, the Wolves.
You were
there's
talking.
something
You were
about the
talking to me
Wolves.
about this in the parking lot.
Yeah,
where you
I-
saw the
I
guy on TikTok.
I saw the guy on TikTok that he's predicted the last winner based on like analytics the past like 3 years, and this year he picked the Wolves based off like every analytic that he thinks is most important to a team winning the championship that
Was
year.
that before or after the?
This is
playoffs?
right
Before the
playoffs.
playoffs started.
Right before the playoffs.
No
started.
DiVincenzo.
Yeah,
Does
but
that change it that much? No.
I don't
Best
know.
Ayo.
plus, he,
Yeah,
he had the best plus minus on the team. I know plus minus.
Yeah, I think
is a weird
DiVincenzo
stat,
does.
but-
I
Not
think-
having him.
I
Does
like
change it.
TSJ better than him too. I'm just gonna keep.
Then
that.
DiVincenzo?
But DiVincenzo's injury has allowed TSJ to unlock.
Yeah, but I think
And
if
he's
they
the
can,
offensive prowess.
they just won last night against the Spurs. If they can get past the Spurs, I think they have a better chance of beating the Thunder in the conference finals than beating the Spurs in this series.
I disagree. I disagree. I think the Spurs. I think the Wolves have an advantage. Have certain advantages over every team in the NBA except for the Thunder. Except for the Thunder.
I think they play well against the Thunder though.
But they lose to them though.
It was
That's
2-2.
the problem. The problem is with that is they don't have the better player in the series. The only way they get past the Thunder is if they have the better player in the series and if Rudy can outplay Chet.
If Ant
It's the
plays
only
like
way.
the best player
Rudy's
on the
been
floor.
playing some of his best ball.
Rudy has been playing ball. He
He
he held Jokic to his worst shooting
we haven't
series he's
seen
ever
crazy
had.
stuff from Chet in the playoffs like
No.
last year. But Chet wasn't really going crazy.
I just think, and J Dub was really the reason why they won that series, and Shea.
Yeah,
Oh,
but isn't J-Dub out right now?
Yeah, but he'll be back in the conference finals. I mean, we're assuming if LeBron doesn't do this again, but King, he always got a chance in my
He's
book.
never gonna doubt LeBron James.
But I just think the Wolves they're even on so many fronts, and in the biggest part of the game.
Well, I don't
they're
think
at a
people
disadvantage.
realized how deep this Wolves team actually was. After
sure.
Ant goes down,
I think they're about even
DiVincenzo
right now,
goes
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
You had Io still. You had TSJ. You have Jalen Clark, who's there for defense. Those three guys coming off the bench have just been huge for the Timberwolves, and they're winning the first series versus the
Yeah.
Nuggets. So
I just think the shooting for the Thunder is worse than the Timberwolves shooting.
Really?
Especially this year.
Timberwolves
Yes, if you
are
look
better
at the stats, the
shooting team.
Timberwolves are a way better shooting team than the Thunder this year. Because the
Do
Thunder
you
haven't.
think that would be the case in the series?
And I think
I
think
think
Rudy
so,
Gobert is so locked in right now with all these top tier centers he's playing. He's played Jokic round 1. He's playing Wemby in round 2. Wemby had a crazy game 1 versus the Wolves, but
defensively.
defensively,
yeah.
and I mean,
It
they're
had
trying to
12
push.
blocks.
They're trying to push this Wemby agenda early. Half those were fouls and goaltends. Half of them.
I
I
respect
did
you
see
for
like
saying
a couple
this.
of them.
Half of those.
Because after you said it has 7 blocks in our group chat, I was like, oh no.
I
Wemby
looked
glazed,
back
bro.
at the blocks. The TSJ one
off the back.
off the
backboard.
backboard first.
Yeah.
The Rudy Gobert one
That
didn't
was a
even hit the
foul.
ball.
Yeah.
Like, what are
But
you
that's
talking
2
about
of
right
the
now?
10 blocks.
And then there was one
There's a
in
few
the
more
fast break
goaltends,
where
yeah.
it was on the way down. But that's also to the impact of Wemby's defense, of where, as an official, it is so hard to see because of he's
Well,
so
we've never
tall,
seen a
you know?
player like that
Like
before.
he's
Yeah.
so tall.
He
how
can
are you
get
gonna
to
like
everything.
Yeah.
And I think Rudy, his legacy. This is
He's
legacy
defended
defining.
so well.
Legacy defining playoffs. I mean, but the thing is, what you're saying is like, or what you guys are saying with the elite centers he's playing.
Mhm.
I mean, he hasn't played Wemby before, but
Well, in
the
playoffs,
Jokic series
it is.
wasn't surprising to me. That he's
No.
done that before.
Yeah.
That's the reason they've beaten them before.
When
Yeah,
Cat
they're a
when
perfect
Cat
match
and
for sure,
Gobert
guys.
were on the team together, when Cat and Gobert, that matchup for Jokic, that was a nightmare for
But
him.
this
Yeah.
that was worse. That was
Yeah, Cat could body
terrible.
up Jokic.
That was terrible for Jokic.
Gobert
Jokic was
allowed to
terrible.
roam.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray terrible.
Jamal was.
Jamal
But
Yeah.
the
usually he
Thunder,
rises in the playoffs
It's-
too,
it's-
so
Yeah.
it was very weird to see him put up poor
I don't
shooting.
know, man. The Thunder are just. I'm
Thunder are
just
scary.
scared, man. I hope the Timberwolves can do it, but it's
Well-
just like. Io really can make a difference in that series though,
Mhm.
because they didn't have Io in this
I
series
think they're
before.
saying he's gonna play game 2. From
Okay,
what I'm
that's good.
hearing, I think he's gonna play game 2.
But who's gonna guard Io? I mean, they got defenders everywhere for the Thunder, but
Yeah.
if Io could average, I think if Io could average 22 in that series, which is a lot,
That's
asking
a
a lot.
lot for him. Yeah.
Well, he
But
averaged
that's
20,
how- that's
he
what it's
averaged,
gonna take.
He
That's what
averaged
it's gonna
20 in the
take.
first round.
That's what it's gonna take though.
Well, there's an outlier in that first round.
Well, yeah, he had 43 in one game, but
Yeah.
you know,
So if he has 18.
he had
in the
magnet
next
ball
game-
going one game.
Yeah.
He'll have
Dennis
magnet
is
ball
laughing
one
over
game
here
too,
about
man.
magnet ball.
I don't know. The Thunder are such a threat, and
And we're only in the second round talking about future matchups.
Yeah.
We have no idea what's gonna happen, really.
Yeah.
the Spurs
realistically.
are the best matchup for the Thunder, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen it during the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
It's
did the
just
Spurs take? Three?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 out of the.
And
4.
including the
Yeah.
cup game, which was high stakes.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
high stakes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's playoff game. That's a playoff game. So I don't know. I hope what I'm hoping for Lakers Wolves conference finals, but it's not happening. It's not happening.
Like, you know, it's probably.
So what do we think
Yeah.
the second round winners are gonna be, and in what games?
Dennis, you can go first.
Who I think it is, or what
Yeah,
I want it
that's
to
a-
be.
Let's do
the
two
matchup.
separate.
You
Let's
could
do
do,
two
you could do
se-
separate. You could say who you want and
Okay.
who you think.
Who
We
I'd
know-
want it to be, I'd say probably Sixers and 7. I'd probably. I want the Spurs to win in 6,
Yeah.
6 or 7. Probably no way. Then we got. Let's see. I want the Lakers to win
Yeah.
in 6.
Yeah, that'd be
I would
fire.
want them to win in 6, and then I would want. What was the other one?
Cavs.
Cavs,
Pistons.
Pistons.
Cavs,
Yeah.
Pistons.
Yeah.
Probably Pistons in 5.
Yeah.
Really?
I'd want to see, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? is
But
gonna
what I think is gonna happen, I think Wolves in 7.
Mm.
Even though I still think the Spurs will probably win it, but I mean I don't want to root against my Sixers, so I'm gonna say Sixers in 7 still. Pistons I think will probably win in 6, and then man, it's probably gonna Thunder in 7.
Thunder in
Seven.
7.
Uh,
He
Hey,
thinks the
buddy.
Lakers are gonna be a good matchup. Holden, you want to go?
I'd probably say Thunder in 5. I think
Thunder in
LeBron
5.
Lakers get 1.
This is what you want, or what will?
This is what I
happen?
think will happen.
Okay.
I don't really have like preferences really with the series.
With what's
that happen.
going on, yeah.
Yeah,
You don't
I'm
got
just
any.
watching, and I like to predict.
Yeah.
Probably Thunder in 5. Lakers get 1 in LA. I'd probably say Spurs in 7. I think that's my prediction. I really do like the Wolves, and I
I don't see that series going 7.
you don't think it goes 7?
No.
6.
If it goes 6, I think that would have to be the Wolves winning it. But I think
But you got Spurs in
I
7.
think it could. I think Wolves end up taking it 3-2. In 6, I think I could see the Spurs winning that one
In Minnesota.
in Minnesota. Yeah, Wemby plays up to that competition. I just think he's one of those players that can do that. And then in 7, they go back to San Antonio. I think they win that in a pretty close game. On the East, probably Pistons in 5. I think they handily take care of the Cavs. I don't like the Cavs really nearly as much as the Pistons. I do think the Pistons struggled against the Magic, but I think that was just first playoff series that they've had as a group.
Mhm.
Most of the players have had. So it's like getting that out of the way, and getting
Oh,
out.
they played last year against New York.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But I
It's
think
different now.
Yeah, I think when you come back from a 3-1 series, that changes your mindset going into the next one.
You think you can do anything after doing
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think they'll have more confidence against the Cavs. And the Cavs just went to 7 with the Raptors, who
Raptors shouldn't be.
Come on.
Raptors
Yeah,
shouldn't
it
have,
is.
they shouldn't have gone to 7 with the Raptors. And I like the Raptors. I do
Mhm.
think the Raptors are a really good team. But if you compare the rosters, the Cavs.
Magic shouldn't have gone 7 to with the
Yeah,
Magic.
I know,
So-
but I think them winning that series and coming back from 3-1 is different than the Cavs. What were they up 3-2,
Yeah.
yeah, they were.
and then they won 6. So it's just I
7.
think it's just a different situation mentally for the Pistons compared to the Cavs. I think the Pistons win in 5 or 6,
Mm-hmm.
and then
You got the
Sixers,
Knicks.
Knicks, yeah.
yeah
Sixers,
Sixers Knicks. You don't want to pick against Joel.
I know I really want to pick the Sixers, but
I think Joel Embiid.
I really do think like now that Boston's out, I think this is the year that the Knicks have to make the
You
finals.
got to. Yeah.
They have to.
Like I think this is the year that
No
they,
Pacers either.
Yeah,
like-
no Pacers. And so it's and then the Cavs aren't as good as they were like last year, so I think probably Knicks in 7. Yeah,
Understandable.
yeah.
I'll
Did you
go
go
next.
west? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
I'll go next. I'll leave you. You're
Mm.
probably gonna be entertaining with that. Give me the Wolves in 6.
Yeah.
That might be a little biased from me, but who cares?
It's fair.
It's
and
realistic.
analyst, though.
Who
It's a fair
cares?
analyst.
Wolves in 6. The Sixers Knicks one. That one's tough for me. Like
Mhm.
Tough. I think that's the toughest one.
it's gonna be a really close series. No matter what game 1 looked like, the 137-98 blowout, whatever.
Yeah, that's not how the series is gonna work.
That's not how it's gonna be dictated though.
Yeah, it's just the Sixers are coming off the 2
But
days.
my heart is just telling me Knicks in 7.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just I got that feeling the Knicks will pull it out. And then you got Cavs Pistons, right?
Yeah.
So Pistons in 6.
Yeah.
No matter my prediction I had at the beginning of the year, no matter how I want that to go, I think Pistons are just the more well-rounded team. They play better defense,
Yeah.
and I don't know. That Cleveland team it isn't as good as they once were.
Yeah, I also it's just Harden. Harden did not
Harden.
play good against
He hasn't
the
been
Raptors.
good.
Still won.
And then Thunder in 5.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Mason.
I think. Well, I think what y'all are missing. I'm gonna start with the Cleveland.
The
Detroit
Cleveland
series.
Pistons.
I think y'all are missing one a crucial thing. What we just saw in the Magic Pistons series, the reason why it was close is because the Magic were able to match them, or even in some games,
Physicality.
like they got better physically than Detroit. And Detroit, their whole identity this year was physicality,
Mhm.
physicality.
Well, they're playing to those bad boy Pistons again.
And with Cleveland, their weakness is physicality, but they are capable of doing that. And I think and the reason why Magic lost and they ran out of gas, they lost Franz, which people aren't pointing out enough. In my opinion,
Franz was a
he was
huge
the reason
loss.
he was big reason
Yeah.
they were up 3-1, and I think they would have closed them out in 6 if he was there. There's
Yeah.
no way they missed 30 whatever 24 shots whatever in a row.
24 shots.
Without
Yeah,
Franz?
Yeah, it was 24.
Franz is hitting one.
Yeah.
But that their problem was the offensive consistency,
Mhm.
and they still went 7. They were up 3-1 with the Pistons as an 8 seed. I think Cleveland is better than Detroit offensively, and I think that's clear.
Mhm.
And physically and defensively, I think because they just saw what the Magic did, they can do that. I think they'll see that, they'll be like, let's play Keon.
So you got the Cavs winning.
Yeah, I got Cavs winning
Yeah.
in 6.
I think they gotta play Keon.
They're gonna
more.
play Keon.
Mhm.
He's a physical guy who
Yeah.
can get
You guys know a
steals.
lot about Keon.
Mobley, one of the former defensive player of the year. I think he's gonna be a crucial part. Duran's not doing anything that series. He's not
Probably
offensive
not.
rebounding.
Yeah.
Jared Allen, he's gonna be really good. Duncan Robinson's gonna have to step. The thing is, it's gonna be the
Hey, good
margins.
thing is
That's how the Cleveland's gonna win.
we'll know in 45 minutes as we're filming this podcast
Yeah,
when that
and
game
it's
starts.
just-
Yeah.
I trust James Harden more than Duncan Robinson.
Mhm.
I trust That's
I mean,
that's
yeah,
the thing.
obviously.
Duncan
though.
Robinson,
Yeah.
bro. Come on.
But that's the thing.
I mean,
But that's the thing. And I trust James Harden more than Tobias Harris.
In the playoffs?
Yes, Tobias Harris has not been good ever in the playoffs except for last series.
he is. He is right.
He's been
Yeah,
terrible.
but neither is Harden.
Yeah, right. But the thing is,
I mean-
but he's an all-time
What-
great
what-
against a guy who also isn't.
I
What
think
was
the-
Harden's
but the-
best year in the
the-
playoffs? What was it 2018? Harden?
2018 probably.
Yeah, but that was his best season
Yeah, exactly.
ever.
Yeah.
But I think the thing with Harden in the playoffs is not only does he miss shots a lot, his field goal percentage is way worse in the playoffs, but he turns it over
But-
very
yeah, that's
bad.
the
What do you? But like, what do you think happens from regular? Like, is it just the
It's a men-
physicality gets to
mental
Harden,
thing.
or is it
I think
just
it's,
like,
it's both, but probably mainly
like you
mental.
think he thinks about the moment too
But
much? What's
I'm
going on?
the point I'm trying to make is the Pistons players aren't better than the Cavs offensively. Maybe defensively they are, but what are the Pistons starting five compared to Cleveland? And Cleveland's a deep team too.
I think you're forgetting the Jenkins dude for.
Oh, yeah,
he's
he-
good,
but-
He's been balling.
He has, but
I
in
mean,
that playoff series, he wasn't as good as he was when K was out, obviously.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is, I just trust.
I think
Struce more?
Duran's got to be a big
Merrill
factor.
more?
Duran's gonna be better.
You think he's gonna be better this
No,
year?
he
No,
has to.
he
be
has
better.
to play
He won't,
better
He
than
probably won't,
the
yeah.
Bigs,
That's why
yeah.
I got
I
Cleveland.
think the only way Durham can actually play good is if they can get Mobley to commit to Cade on a pick and roll.
and they
and
still
he-
got
and he
Jared
can-
Allen though.
But
Like, that's the
is
thing.
they've got Jared Allen. I
You know, and it's just I trust Cleveland's players more than I do Duncan Robinson, Kevin Herter, Karis LeVert. Like I'm not scared about them. I like Jenkins, but I think
What about Asar and
Yeah.
Tobias?
well, I think defense. That's why defensively, I think they're going to be really good. I just think offensively, it's going to be their problem. This playoffs has been secondary creation outside of Cade. So
yeah.
I trust Cleveland's secondary creation outside of Mitchell more than I do Detroit's, and I think Cleveland's potential on defense is what I think is going to push them
I
over
think
the
they
edge.
have to limit Cade to under 25 a game
I
in
love-
that series.
I love
I don't
how in
think so.
depth this got. This got really in depth. You know.
Because I think you guys are underselling that point.
Yeah.
And I think Cade can average 30 and they can lose.
All right.
You're
So
saying-
That's not the problem.
the
The
depth
Cade, they do not need to worry about.
Cade
Cade.
Cunningham will.
They,
That's not
Cade-
who wins you.
That's
Well,
not who's
he-
going to
he-
win the series.
He won them games against the Magic.
That's
But-
the magic, though.
He's saying Cade's gonna get his, and you need to hold the other people.
That's what I'm
around
saying.
him.
And if you can get yours, if you can get Donovan Mitchell to get the same production, like scoring wise as Cade, which I think he's probably a better scorer than Cade. He's not a better player than Cade to me. but-
Yeah, yeah.
And I think I can get something out of Mobley. Mobley was great last series. He was probably the best
He
player
was the
in my
best player
opinion.
because D-Mitch wasn't doing
Yeah.
a whole lot.
And the Raptors defense was they matched up well with Cleveland.
Mhm.
They just didn't have anybody for Mobley. And now there is someone with Mobley for Detroit, but
Guarding
you
the
got
perimeter.
Asar maybe on who? You got to pick Harden.
Well, that's
or
two. That's
Mitchell.
two elite guards.
I
you're
think you
gonna
gotta have
go with.
You
Asar
got
on
on
D-Mitch,
Mitch.
and then you gotta have Cade guarding Harden.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
That's
it's
pretty
just
good.
going to come down to the secondary creation.
So you
yeah.
have Cavs and
I got
six.
Cavs at 6. Then I got Sixers, man. I mean, that's my team. That's my team in the
He's
playoffs.
right.
Yeah.
You're right in our dime. with
So
the
I gotta
Sixers.
ride with the Sixers, but I just, man, I think Sixers gotta get game 2. You
That
gotta come
will-
out and,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
get one in
Get one in
the Garden.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, if they want to win the series, they gotta get both in Philly too. You gotta get both. You gotta go up 3-1.
You got to go up 3-1.
You gotta go up 3-1. I just don't think.
Playing a dangerous game, going up 3-1 in the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just think with
recently, yeah.
Embiid's health, I'm just so like I think you gotta win in 6 if you're Philly.
They can't go to
You
7.
can't go to 7. You
Yeah.
can't do it again.
Yeah.
And even if you win in 7, you're
Back
not
to back
being-
long series
you're
will be
not
hard
doing
on
that.
Embiid. Well,
Yeah,
Embiid
you're
didn't
not
play in the beginning. of the
Honestly,
series, but-
if you kind of got to win in 5, but I'm gonna say 6 because there's no way New York
Okay,
loses in
so-
5. But they got to go up 3-1, and I think they win in 6,
Mhm.
and then Thunder Lakers,
Thunder Lakers.
Thunder and 5, I guess.
You picking against Braun?
Yeah, he has.
He has
I mean,
to,
that's
yeah.
what I got.
Yes.
Well, this is
One
what
of
I
the
think
greatest-
is
This Lakers like
one
a
of the
5%
greatest
chance
teams
of
this is what I
the
think is gonna
generation.
happen, and then Wolves Spurs. Tough. I think Minnesota getting game 1
So huge.
when we literally 24 hours ago, 36 hours ago, we didn't know if we were thinking Ant was coming back game
Dude,
3.
I was talking to you about this. I said Ant got upgraded to questionable, and I feel like he's gonna play.
Well, we both said we were
we
like,
said
hey, and everyone else.
No, Ant's not gonna play. Drew's like, I'm scared of him coming back. Drew, it's
11 points in the fourth quarter on Wemby's head, bro.
on a minutes restriction too.
You see that 3 he hit, bro? It was an inch away from getting blocked. Splash that.
Yeah.
Splash it.
He
That
has the
turnover at the
utmost
end was bad.
confidence.
That turnover at the end was bad. You won.
Well, he took accountability.
Yeah.
He
That's
literally
great.
his post game press he said, "That's my fault. Almost costed us the game. I got to be better."
I
And you
got
know, a
Wolves
man
in
who
6.
scored 11
Wolves in
points for
6?
you in the
Yeah.
fourth.
My only thing with the
Wolves
Wolves
in 6.
Spurs thing too is like they won that game by 2 points in game 1. Wemby
It was some bad offensive games by your players.
but it was really bad from Wemby. Wemby was what 5 for 17, 0 of 8 from 3. I don't think he does that again.
You think De'Aaron Fox does that again?
I will say Timberwolves
he
had
could do that in at least 2 more games. But
Timberwolves
Wemby's
had the
not doing
worst free throw shooting I've ever seen in game
that. Yeah,
one.
but
that was
that's the
crazy.
thing. It was also bad for the Wolves.
Yeah.
But I
They
think
still won.
but they
won
won
by
by 2.
two.
But it's like that's a by far a terrible game from Wemby compared to what he normally does. And it's like he had open looks.
Can I just say the shirts they have in San Antonio for the crowd?
Really?
That's pretty dope.
It's so
The
good.
the
man.
color
atmosphere
scheme,
is
man.
crazy.
Yeah.
They got a lot of Hispanic fans and they really brought that soccer like vibe to it. Like
Yeah.
they were like ole ole, like you hearing it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We
but
need more of that in the league. For
We
sure.
do.
the Kings got it, but we never in the playoffs.
Light
Bro,
the beam.
People forget 3 years ago. People talk about
It's turned
fans
into a
never wear the
Kings rant.
shirts. We wore the shirts. We were all white in the whole crowd.
We were
I was there.
Loudest out of anyone.
Really? And people
Wolves
forget because
do
we're
it too.
Sacktown, bro. Oh my gosh, get me Darren Peterson, please, Adam Silver.
Or that band.
Well, we can
We'll
go.
get
We can
into
go
that
into
now.
the draft lottery if
Yep.
you want to.
God.
We can go into how they changed the odds for the worst in the NBA. The new proposal that just got approved. In the top 3 picks. So if
I'm
you're
gonna
the
bring
worst
up-
record,
you got 'em
second
up?
worst record, and third worst record, you're getting a 5.4% chance of getting the first pick in the odds.
Say them all real
That-
quick. Say them all
that's
before we get
That's
into it.
bunsicles.
So
Yeah,
and
sure.
then you got 8.1% for the 4th worst through the 10th worst record, and then the 7 or 8 loser in the play-in has a 2.7, and then whoever scuffles out in the play-in, it doesn't matter. It's a 5.4%. So if you lose the play-in, you have the same odds as the top 3 worst records in
It's
the league.
ridiculous.
And
bro.
if you let me see it real quick.
Look at that. And then if
And
you're
then
if
if
you're
you-
4 through 10 in the worst records,
And you can
Best
make the
odds.
playoffs. Literally, you can literally make the playoffs. And have a 2.7% chance. Because you no matter what, the 7-8 playing loser is gonna have a chance at getting a top pick.
yeah.
2.7% chance. That's the craziest part to me. Is you can be an
Well,
8 seed.
they-
The Miami Heat.
Well,
Literally the Miami Heat.
Let's discuss the old
Yeah,
odds
those
real
are
quick.
more
The old odds are 14% for the top 3 worst records,
Yeah.
and then it slowly goes down from 12.5, 10.59, 7.3, and so forth.
Yeah.
However they do the math. I think this is worse for the league.
Oh, it's by far worse.
It's worse for the
Yeah.
league
It's-
by far.
It's just, I think it's just a way to treat tanking, but I don't think it's gonna really.
But then
shape
it creates another problem with teams
that have been
with
stuck in
teams
the
that
middle.
are okay with being in the middle now.
Yeah.
Now you're okay with being in the middle. And that doesn't reward fans.
Yeah.
The whole point of this is to make the games more watchable,
Yeah.
for the fans. This creates another problem for the fans. That's the
Yeah.
problem. You can't do that.
I think if they need to go back.
And
to,
fans don't. This is such fake woke stuff, bro. Why are we acting like every people who are complaining about tanking? You don't care about tanking. Nobody cares about tanking. Nobody. You don't care about the Wizards Jazz game in March, bro. You don't care about that game. Who cares
I
about
think-
that game?
I think that's a problem in itself, though, because I think we should care about everything.
No, we shouldn't. No,
Why?
we shouldn't, bro. You think every baseball fan cares about every game? No.
He does have a point.
No. You think NHL?
Don't even
you
be
think
like that.
this isn't the NFL? This isn't 17 games. It's 82.
NHL games are way more valuable than
It's
basketball
82
games.
games. Fair. But does every game matter? Every single game?
But I think
It doesn't
that's-
matter, but the point system and
I
how the
think that's
NHL
that's
does is
brought down
completely
the
different.
product though is having half of the games in March just be a bunch of
Like the
bumbo
it's
jumbo.
not even turn on the TV.
It's like when you have half or 75% of the games that are being played on a Wednesday night where there's a bunch of teams playing, and you can't even watch most of them because you know that they're not actual basketball being played, but like genuine basketball being played. You don't want to watch it.
I think
and
that's
a problem.
I think that's a disingenuous argument because almost every game. I think the only problem I have with it is when you see the load management from the bigger teams though. I think like when there's an important game, a national broadcast game, I want the best players to be playing that game. I don't care about the NBA League Pass teams being the Jazz and the Kings. I don't care about that.
And the other thing that's unfair with it is like, say a team actually might be good and has a chance of making the play-in, but they're like, you know what? We don't think we'd win the play-in, so we're just going to tank our way to the first overall pick. And it's just they're not playing up to their potential, and it's, I guess,
I'd
not
rather
fair
see
to
that.
the teams that are actually bad.
But
bad.
I would rather see that than them just being okay with being in the play-in. And then, like, we all agree that this
Okay.
is a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I just think this is the problem. Tanking, people don't actually care. You don't actually care about the Jazz playing. Are you going to play if the Jazz are trying to be...
A Jazz game, actually.
I think the diehard fans are going to care.
Yeah.
But that's how many of those are out there. I'm a diehard NBA fan. I don't think you two are diehard NBA fans. I'm being honest. Not to test your fandom or whatever. You
Well,
watch
not-
every Wolves game. That doesn't make you a diehard NBA
not a
fan.
diehard NBA.
It makes you a
guy,
diehard
yeah.
Wolves
A
fan.
diehard Wolves fan, yeah.
But that's different, though.
But I don't watch the NBA like that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a diehard baseball guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, with the tank stuff, the only people who would have a problem with that is me and you.
Yeah.
People who are diehard fans. But I guess the point of the anti-tanking thing would to make more people diehard fans, which I guess makes sense. But that's not how it works.
Well,
There's so many
well-
casual fans.
Well,
think
here's
the
the thing.
biggest-
Here's the example that you're saying about like the loser getting it in the play-in or whatever, the 7-8
Yeah.
loser. The Orlando Magic, if the current rules were applied right now, the Orlando Magic would have a 2.7%,
2.7?
That's
It's
ridiculous.
crazy.
and they were up 3-1 in their series.
Exactly. Against the 1 seed in
Yes.
the East.
I'd be
who won
more
60
okay with
games.
it if, say, you only get those 2.7 if you lose in the first round. I said this off camera before. I think if you are an 8 seed who goes on
Also,
to
you're
win,
saying them if they advance.
if you
past,
advance, take away the 2.7 and give it to
It has to
the.
be the worst seed that loses in the first round. Like, say, like, the 7
No,
and
because
8
it's
seed.
two. It's two of those teams.
Yeah, it's
eight
from
seed,
each. Yeah, But I'm saying, like, if the 8 seed in the West and the 7 seed advance in the from the first round to the second round, and the 6 seed loses, it's got to be the 6 seed coming out of the West for those odds, right?
No, I'd rather just
No,
take away the
that's-
2.7 and just spread it across every other lotto team. I think that's an easy thing to do.
Well, yeah, that's obviously
Every year.
But I'm saying like what they're doing with this,
Wait, what were you saying?
because you're saying the last 2 teams that come out of the play, like you said, the 8 seed Magic would be.
It's the loser of
They
the
would have-
7-8 match.
Yeah, no matter
So
what.
whoever the 8 seed is,
So even if the Magic won that series, they still get the
They
2
still
points.
have
yeah,
2.7.
they get the
That's-
2.7.
But that's what I'm saying. If they were to win this, if they would have won the series,
Yes.
I think you just take away the 2.7.
Yeah.
But if you do lose in that first round series, then I guess I could see more. I'm okay
But
with that. You know.
Could you say if they won that with the 2.7? I know we're making hypotheticals here, but could you put it to top 3 or?
I would
you
just
not
spread it
put
because you put a little bit percentage to everyone.
like
everybody,
like
because
I
Sounds
think they should
fair.
just go back to the Stern lottery.
Well, for sure, it should be
What was
25%.
the
It was
Stern
like
lottery?
25,
25% for the worst team in the league.
18, and then like 12, and then
It keeps going down.
it was basically almost even after like 5.
Yeah, the worst team in the league should get the number 1
That makes
Yeah.
sense. The NFL.
And I think
Worst team in
tanking
the league
wasn't
is-
as big of a problem
for sure.
as it is now when they had those rules.
It was
Silver,
always
Silver
the worst
is-
talented team.
Silver is
Yeah.
not a good.
No, it's bad.
Representative
It's
of
bad.
the league
It's
at all.
just I just don't think tanking's as big of a deal as what people have brought it out to be, and it's not the biggest problem in the NBA.
I'm gonna be honest with
I
you.
think they have too many games.
I'm surprised Silver didn't make it a tournament for the number 1.
I think
pick.
that
I'd rather
the
do
injuries
that
are the
than
biggest
that.
problem.
I'd rather do that than that.
a
honestly.
tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then at the same
But
time,
there
that
is,
doesn't
like,
reward the worst team.
The
That rewards
professional,
best
the
team.
professional women's hockey league. I know they do this. After a team's mathematically eliminated, they start changing it and flipping it, so the more games you win at the end of the year, you have a better shot at the number 1 pick.
I saw Bill Simmons say something similar for the NBA.
But I don't think that would work in the NBA.
I don't think it would work.
Yeah.
Just because of the talent disparity, you know? Like,
and we're about to expand the league.
the Nets are actually bad. The Kings
Are
actually
actually bad.
bad.
Yeah.
We
Who
didn't
was
really
the
tank
worst
for 'em.
tanker this year, in your opinion?
Like the worst.
The Grizzlies actually.
The worst
Grizzlies
team
were the
tanking.
worst.
It-
Compared to what they
yeah.
could have actually played to, it was the Grizzlies.
And the Jazz.
Yeah.
It was them and the Jazz.
Yeah.
And the Pacers. Pacers, bro.
Triple
Yeah.
J.
Drew, you don't deserve a top 3, top 4 pick. You don't.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "What do
But
you mean?"
I do think tanking isn't the biggest problem.
No, it's
I
not.
agree with you on that. I
It's-
think
it's
it's
not, no.
the fact that players get injured as often as they do, and I think it's because there's 82 games in the season. We don't need.
And I
82
think the
games.
65 game rule is not
that
it's
too,
not
yeah.
good. Just
It's not-
make you know what? Just make the season 65 game.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
that instead. Do that instead. Do
It's
that.
just the only thing that
It's
affects
the records,
is
it's
the
the records.
historical records.
yeah,
But it's like,
that's the only
But
thing.
at the same time, it makes players play longer. It makes them play more seasons.
yeah.
Imagine LeBron his whole career played 65 games.
You think he still got the scoring record?
Yeah, I think so.
No,
I think he'd
LeBron
still
doesn't
eventually
have the,
become-
LeBron doesn't have the scoring
Think
record.
about in 20 seasons, you subtract 17 games.
Actually, no, he wouldn't.
What's his
or at least
career?
15 from
His
each
career
season.
average is
And he
what
played
right
like
now?
80 games
like
in every
around
season.
27 a year.
No, it's like 25 or
25.
25.
LeBron.
So you do
Yeah,
25.
it's like 25.
His career average?
I think
No,
so.
it's
yeah.
27.
Really?
He averaged 27,
Okay,
7,
thank
and
you.
7. Remember? That's like a crazy like
Oh,
statistical
yeah.
thing.
So 27 times 65 times what? 21.
22.
I think he would
Yeah.
eventually. He probably wouldn't have it right now. But the
That's
thing is,
it.
He would have
He-
38,600.
But that's if he played.
That's
That's if he played every single
yeah,
game.
he
played in
all
every
the
game.
21
and he
seasons.
almost played every. And he probably won. Why would he not? He played 80 games, almost 80 games in every season he played. He played 65 games. That's the point we're literally making.
Yeah.
That's literally what we're
Yeah.
making. Why would they miss games if they're playing
What's
65?
the least amount of games he's played in a season?
I'll look it
This
up.
year?
You guys
This
could.
Was it this year?
It's this year or 21.
You guys.
This
could
year he
keep
played-
Talking about
He
it.
only
I think
played
he
20
played. I
games,
think
or
he
he missed
played.
20
No,
games?
he missed like 20 something games because he's played 60 this year or something, or 50 something.
Uh-huh.
And then 2021.
Well, he hit 40K, didn't he? But
Yeah.
38 is past the record, right?
Yeah.
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 But the thing is,
Or
what I'm
Braves
saying
record.
is, he would have a longer career. He would have an even longer. He probably played till 25
in
seasons.
2020,
Maybe more.
2020 to 21 season, he missed 27 games
Yeah.
with a right high ankle sprain.
Was that the
That's
Solomon
what-
Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Solomon Hill, bro.
In 22 and 23, he missed 21. 24, 25, he missed 18.
And this year,
And then also in 18 and
So I'd say we
19,
just
he missed
subtracted-
27.
Subtract 1,000 from that 38. He's got 37 still.
and then he would still be playing more seasons, though. I think, because I think he wouldn't even be considering retirement right now.
He'd probably play till he's like 45.
Right.
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
would still get it.
Yeah.
Because
like-
the workload on the body wouldn't be as...
Yeah.
Less. Way
And
less
then we
workload.
wouldn't
And
have the
he-
NBA Finals
We would have
going
even
into
better
June.
playoffs. You know, this playoffs is elite. NBA playoffs is elite. Everybody talks trash about the NBA. Every non-NBA
I
fan
think it's
talks trash about
'cause-
the NBA the whole regular season. But once these playoffs hit, you can't say nothing about this league. It's top
Yeah.
one, top
The
one,
on-
top two.
the only
And
thing you can play
NHL
about-
playoffs are
Yep.
right there with it.
The only thing you could say about the NBA playoffs this year is just the amount of players that are still injured.
Yeah,
Like, KD was obviously injured.
Ant
got hurt.
KD.
KD wasn't
he's
hurt the
first
whole
that
year.
comes to
He-
mind. Embiid was out until game. What was it? 4?
There was a lot
They
of...
win in
yeah.
5 if MB was healthy the whole series, by the way,
Maybe. Yeah.
or 6.
But it's like we have these star players that are getting hurt.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's
because
just-
what Ant hurt
It
his
affects the quality of the
The
game.
Ant stuff is the biggest.
Well, he
one
got
thing.
denied an appeal for his
And
award.
Jadam's missing at least this series.
Yeah,
We're talking about playoffs strictly. The Ant injury was the one that affected like the watching quality
Yeah.
the most. And they still won.
well, he hyperextended his knee and he came back 9 days after it.
Well, and we got
Crazy.
Luca and Reeves out.
Yeah, that's definitely that's
Reeves came back, but it's like
I think, yeah, the Lakers-Rockets series was really skewed
I mean,
with
KD
all the
was
stars missing.
he was fine all year, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
he just got hurt.
yeah.
Off of like
There's
one
something
game.
fishy about
'Cause
it.
he
all
dove for-
all of a sudden he got
no,
hurt because
no,
he playing
no,
LeBron James because he's
no.
the GOAT.
But have you ever seen KD dive for wasn't that the story? He dove for a basketball practice or something?
Diving for a ball.
He
in
dove
practice. What are
actually
you doing,
against
bro?
when he was on the Warriors and he was out of bounds
Ha-
and they didn't call him out.
Nope, didn't call it.
Yeah, but like when was the last time you seen
That's
KD?
the most significant time.
That's the last time you've seen him
no,
dive?
he's probably dove for a ball.
How long?
I think the Nets probably. I can
Yeah.
think like probably in the Phoenix. He's probably dove. And It's
Yeah.
the playoffs, bro. I'm not gonna
Diss KD that.
But at a practice, why would he?
At a
do
practice,
Why would
bro,
he do it at practice?
Why is he even practicing? First of all, why are you even practicing? You're Kevin Durant, and it's the playoffs. You should not be
Maybe
practicing.
he was trying to show the Rockets the playoff intensity that they need to have.
They were in the
They
playoffs
played
last
last
year.
Yeah, but he's saying that they gotta step it up, and that's what he was showing them.
KD not doing that. He's not a leader, bro. You know he's not a
Stop, let
leader.
me
You know he's
defend
not a
him.
leader, bro. He's not a
That
leader.
man's not legendary.
He's not legendary, bro.
Well, stop,
legendary
stop.
players make legendary plays, and you don't make legendary plays, bro.
His foot was on the line, bro.
That's not his fault, bro.
Dude, he would have
It
won
is
a
his
ring.
fault, bro.
Would he have won? He would have won.
Yeah,
the
he
ring.
would
with
have
the
won the
Nets,
ring.
yeah.
Definitely.
Whoa, that's crazy. Yo, Giannis,
So then Giannis got.
you're fake. Come back and win another one, bro. Or otherwise, it's fake.
Well, he hasn't done.
That's the fake. If anyone want to say that there's a fake championship out there, that's the one. 2021 season, fakest season ever.
You think Giannis championship fake?
I think
Who else did they beat?
if we no, I'm saying
Weren't the
if
Suns up 2-0?
I'm saying listen what I'm saying. That's not the point. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the season as a whole was shorter, way shorter. The season started in
10
December.
games short. Oh, wait.
The season
Oh,
started in
that
December.
one. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That
and then
that
no
contradicts our argument though for the 65 games, because it showed
Ooh.
the teams
Ooh,
played
he
better
is right.
They did.
on less games.
Well, then it
And
wouldn't
then
be.
it came
then-
out with the actual best team in
but-
the Bucks.
Would it be were they the best team though? The Nets, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but that was
were hurt.
a very
They were
unusual
hurt.
circumstance that people are gonna remember for years.
And the Lakers were hurt. I think the Lakers were better than the Suns.
Yeah, but they were hurt.
They were hurt.
They
Hey,
were hurt.
injuries.
Hurting less.
And
But there was
maybe
best
that
star players.
maybe
that
that
were hurt
takes
at
away
the
our
time.
argument about the 65 game. Maybe
No,
they would still get hurt.
'Cause I think there's more injuries now. There's definitely more injuries now. It's just there were a couple of injuries in those.
Those are just
series.
fluke injuries. And Anthony
Yeah.
Davis is always hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's always been hurt.
Always
yeah.
hurt, man.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I
Let's
think
go back to the lottery. Can we talk about the lottery again?
the lottery. Yeah.
Well, what else we
what
gotta
more you
say
guys say about the
I
lottery?
just want to say, can you please give the Kings the pick,
You,
man?
you're just gonna beg for the Kings to get a
Please,
good pick.
Adam Silver,
He's not doing
bro.
Have the
give us
Pacers
a
hold the
pick.
5.
it. He's not doing
Put this is the dream top 4. Kings 1,
Mm-hmm.
Nets 2,
Mm-hmm.
Wizards 3,
Bulls.
Bulls 4, baby. Get the Bulls top 4 and the lottery's this weekend on Sunday. Watch it. I think it's 5 p.m.
Oh, it is. Oh my god.
Hey, if your teams get a top 4 pick,
I would cry. Genuinely, I would cry.
I can't imagine that video that gets
If
sent to
the
group
the
chat.
Kings
if Kings get number
if the
one,
Kings get number 1,
my
I'm just
God.
thinking about it right now, bro.
we get laughed at as fans. About
We
it.
get laughed at. Silver, do something. We get laughed at every time we mention we Kings fans, bro. Sacramento deserves better, bro. We get laughed at.
Silver Nets.
But Warriors fans, bro, you got lucky, bro. You got lucky, bro.
All right.
But like Steph Curry, he saved your life, bro. He saved you, bro.
I think that's a good place to end it here
Can't
for this
believe you, bro.
episode of On the Record. I would like to thank Mason Flores, Holden Beers, Dennis Riley for joining me on this episode. I'm Robert Murray saying good night.
Give the Kings a top 1 pick.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's great.
Nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So.
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Stand by, we're going to go to cut 1. And cut 1.
Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for 3. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.